Dash Talk, Unusual Suspects, Answer Al-Ameen. We're ready to go. We got a great show for you. We got a lot of people in here. We got Kareem Rush.
What up?
We got Young H.
You heard?
We got V.
What's good?
We got Glenn Big Baby Davis.
Yes.
So we're going to get right into it. I want to know, LeBron came out and he said, I am the best player ever. What do you guys think about that?
You a damn lie.
Yeah, I mean, I got mixed feelings about that. You know, I like the confidence in what he's saying, but I mean, this, you know, my opinion on it goes back, you know, LeBron's past behavior. And, you know, I played with Kobe, you know, had a chance to play against Mike a couple times, and it's just a different persona with LeBron. I just don't, you know, he's a great player, gonna go down. He's probably one of the top 2 or 3 players of all time. But proclaiming yourself the greatest ever, leave that up to the press. But like I said, I like the confidence. Yeah.
I definitely like the confidence, but I think it's something that he has to say.
Why?
If somebody asks you, yo, is Jordan better than you, Bron?
Was that the context of the question? Like, what was the context of the question they asked him?
Sorry?
He just came out. He just said
Like,
it.
you
They
know
were
what?
talking
You know,
to
I had
him.
a good
He came out
game
and
today.
said,
You
"I'm
know,
the
yourself the
best."
best.
On paper.
Yeah,
on
I'm
paper.
the best.
On
Look
paper.
at everything I'm doing.
It's an argument on paper,
He's
for sure.
feeling underappreciated, so he
My
wanted
mama
everybody to know
always
he's the
told
best.
me, claim it in the name of Jesus.
You got to claim
Yes.
it.
You
Claim it, son. If you want to be the best man in the world, best whatever, best janitor in the world, you got to claim it. You got to walk into it. That's all he's doing.
I mean, you can fall back on Ali. Yeah. Ali was calling himself the greatest before everybody else did.
Yeah.
You know, so
Exactly.
But in Michael Jordan's case, wasn't everybody already calling him that? I didn't hear him
That's a
walking
fact.
around saying, I'm the greatest.
He never said he was the greatest.
Yeah.
He never did.
He didn't have to.
He left it up
Man,
to the
listen,
people.
Jordan said he
already
was the
knew.
greatest in other ways, man.
Well, I'm saying, but
You don't know Jordan.
everybody
Not going to a
already
game
knew,
7.
though.
yeah.
That's why he said. That's how he said he was the greatest. I'm not going to a game 7. I'm not
I'm
losing in the
6-0.
finals.
Okay. But look at everything that LeBron has done up to this point.
Amazing.
Yeah.
You can't
He's
fight.
been in the
Amazing.
finals almost every year.
I mean, even from a historical standpoint, from what he's done from the start of his career, somebody come in with that much hype to be able to kind of do way more than was expected of him, even coming out of high school. I mean, it's amazing. Out of 15 years, guy's never been in trouble. Put the Allen
That you know of.
that we know of.
That you know
He
of.
got a hell of
LeBron's part of
he got a hell
the
of a PR.
He got the
secret
Secret
mob.
Yeah.
Now LeBron for sure got
Illuminati.
the Secret Service.
Dude ain't never been hurt. His body, I don't know what the hell he's doing. I think he might be, you know, alien on that juice.
No. That's one interesting thing. He says every summer he puts $1 million into his body.
That'll do it.
So he's taking care of himself. Last summer we were at UCLA,
Yep.
and he said, "Man, I feel like I'm 19." And he's taking care of his body on a whole nother level.
I mean, he had 27, 9 and 8 at the year 15.
But he's doing that in
the
his sleep.
greatest numbers in the 15th
On
in the 15th
paper-
year ever.
On paper, when it's said and done, he'll have the greatest numbers.
Yeah, I think he's gonna break the scoring record. He's gonna be top 5 in assists, top 5 in
And
rebounds.
Yeah, but you know what? I've been, you know, and he is gonna be one of the greatest players, but I've seen some stuff in his eyes before.
Like what?
Right.
Yeah, you
That
gotta
I
stand on
like
that.
when you're playing against somebody and you're pushing them to the max and you're loaded and you're trapping on them and you're making it so tough, you either gonna see a dog or you gonna see a cat. And I've seen a cat a couple times. I've seen a cat a couple
He needs
times.
a closer.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say he needs a closer.
Paul
you got
Pierce on
Dallas.
him.
You
Paul
got-
Pierce on him. He got to play both sides, and he don't know what to do.
Yeah, you got
I
Dallas.
seen him.
the
I
final.
seen him.
Why you think he was holding on to Kyrie so tough?
True.
Don't trade him. Whatever.
Yeah.
Don't trade him.
I mean, you need
I've
a
seen,
shot taker
I've
today.
seen some of
I need
that.
him.
Kobe, I seen dog.
all the way.
Always dog. I don't care if he down by 30. I seen something.
Thing I've ever seen when Matt Barnes started hitting him in the face with the ball. Dude didn't move. Like,
Didn't-
100%
well,
people would have moved.
And I respect that. But you're talking
got
about
bumped on.
you're talking about LeBron James, man. He's probably going to the finals this year. Every single year that he's on the team, he's going to go to the finals.
That's the weak ass.
He's
East.
in the East.
It's a
man.
weak ass East.
I don't want to use that as
Bring
an
that,
excuse,
bring that
but
shit to the West.
he's never been in the thick of the West,
He
man.
may come to LA next year. He come
No,
to
he
LA.
ain't. He better
we'll
not.
see.
Yeah, and guess what?
He better not. What you
Yeah,
mean?
You know, I wasn't.
That's not a move. That's not a good move, man.
He don't want to do it. He want to keep this finals
That's not a
streak
good move.
going, man. He's not coming to the thick of the West.
It's
If
not
he
a good
come to
move for the
LA,
Lakers
he's
either.
not.
They got
Why would it not be a good
because
move
you
for the
got
Lakers?
Lonzo, who's a ball dominant player. You got Kuz, who's stepping into that. You got the young boy Bi. You gonna bring
like
LeBron in there and fuck up the whole mix.
They
LeBron
gonna get-
comes in, it all changes.
Yeah, and not only is it changing, they're giving somebody up.
Yeah.
Bi, great young
And he
player.
got to go.
But
Yeah, he's
LeBron
not
ain't
gonna
trying to
bring
rebuild.
First thing
though.
smoking.
Yeah, he ain't trying.
That's the
And
thing.
Lakers, though, you know they want to win.
and LeBron equals wins.
They want to win. They want to win. I don't think they really, do they care about the future? Yes. I honestly think they care about planting good seeds, and hopefully they get another Kobe or something like that. But if that don't work out,
you go LeBron.
yeah,
I mean,
cut
at some
heads off.
point, LeBron gonna go downhill. How many more years do we got this?
Let me tell you something, man. And we can look at
He personally said he's playing until he's 45.
look at his track record.
That's some shit.
If he comes,
He personally said that.
He gonna play with his son?
for sure. If he come to the West, man, he's gonna join the best team in the West, the Rockets. If he come to the West,
way.
he don't want to fight like that, man. The West is too deep
Why would he go to Houston?
because he'll be in the finals.
And also,
That's
he's
his
a
whole play.
really, really close friend to Chris Paul.
Yeah,
and
that's-
Chris
that's-
Paul
that's
has
buddy,
not
buddy
won a
shit.
boat,
championship
banana boat
yet.
buddies.
Well,
That's a good point. He would do it for his boy.
would do it for his boy.
was he
He
gonna
would do
take
it
a
for
pay
his boy.
But
cut?
you're talking
Yeah, for his
about
boy. That's his guy. I mean, godfather to his son. He'd do some shit for CP, I think.
But you're talking about a player who has everything going on in Los Angeles. Everything. His family's here.
He just built a house.
He built 2 houses here. He has everything here. So
He got bread
why
like
would he
that.
go to Houston? He's trying to. He's getting into entertainment and media. He is in Warner Brothers. He has an office there.
He can do that any day. He can do that all day.
Hey, look, he just posted a picture on Instagram. He was in the backyard of his crib.
Out here?
Chilling, looking
Yeah,
real,
chill.
real
Kicking it.
LA-ish.
Let me see.
seen that?
Let me-
Kicking
let me-
it.
let
I
me-
mean, he
let me
look-
go on the
what
social
his
right
kid
now and see what
went to,
Brian
They
talking
went to
about.
visit Notre
Boy,
Dame High
look
School.
like boy, that boy
Yeah,
grass
they
so
went to visit-
green.
Oh well, no, don't get me wrong. Well, I don't think him not playing for the Lakers interfere with his family not living here. You know what I'm saying? I think he's preparing for whatever's about to happen after ball. Because right now he's
Boy,
in
if
the
he
latter
wait
part
till
of his career.
45. That's
He got another 10 years. He got another 10 years at 40,
and the
like
way it's
32.
looking, the way it's looking,
He's 32. So he got 13 years. God damn, he gonna play
He ain't
28
gonna
years.
wait that long.
nah,
He's
real
not
talk. The
quitting.
way it's looking is like he's gonna play till he's 50.
I mean, think about it. How many people you see, they fall and they twist their ankle, and he jumps right up. He may tie his shoes up, and he's right back out there playing. You've never seen him have to leave and like he doesn't return. He always comes back.
He only sits out when he wants to. Like injuries don't affect him.
I mean, he's the greatest athlete of any sport.
Speaking of injuries, I want to transition. Steph Curry got hurt yesterday, and they're chasing down the Houston Rockets. Should the Warriors be cautious in Steph Curry's return, or should they continue to fight to try to get the number 1 seed? Do you think they need the number 1 seed to reach the finals, or would you be cautious with them and say, hey, if we're 2, we're 3, we can actually win on another team's home floor?
They getting 1 or 2. I mean, I think the third place is like 8 games behind them.
I wouldn't even worry about it, man. Like I'd go ahead and rest Steph as much as needed.
I agree
You know
with
what
that.
I mean?
Especially with those ankles, man.
They're gonna Rockets at home. The Rockets haven't really proven much in the playoffs. Dan Antoni hasn't really worked that much deep in the playoffs. His system, I wouldn't trip. And I think
And also, I honestly feel that James Harden and Chris Paul are some really suspect,
sure.
clutch players. Like
We about to see.
Like, did you just see the game today? Chris Paul had a wide open corner shot.
what happened?
He missed it. Wide open. And it's like, hey man.
I got something in my throat.
It's like, hey man, these are the moments where you talked about that you need. You you get there to the promised land. Hey, you gotta deliver.
But the thing with the Rockets, they have 2 guys now.
Well,
They got
3.
2 guys.
You got Joe.
Yeah, you got Joe now.
They got
I
a
mean,
squad.
I'm talking about two
I think their main
Well, I
focus
ain't
is
gonna lie,
getting the
Joe-
1 seed.
I think Joe Johnson can be considered
Is
a
a
closer.
great pickup.
I think like closing
I
wise.
think they focus on the 1 seed and getting
Yeah,
that.
that's scary right there.
Yeah.
Joe Johnson.
He got
ISO Joe for the
Listen,
game.
right now though, Houston is made to beat them right now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And,
that's
I
the
mean,
odds.
They're made to beat them.
Yeah.
Right now.
Joe can guard. He can guard Draymond, so
And
they can go
this
strong ball.
And this is why I say that. Draymond Green, I want y'all to watch this match. Draymond Green and PJ Tucker.
Ooh.
Oh, that's gonna be a dog.
That's going
That's tough. And it's in Houston. And that's a problem. And everybody, it's a secret to most people, but it's not. Everybody know that when you're in Houston, people go to different places at nighttime and they get back into their
I've been
rooms
there.
at 3, 4, 5 in the morning.
I've been a victim
And-
of that.
Man,
Let me tell you something about Houston, man. Shout out to
let me
Houston,
tell you
man.
something about
Shout out to Houston.
Texas.
Houston can be
Let me
poisonous.
tell you something about them women down
What up,
there,
Onyx?
man. Lord, I tell you this, boy. Let me tell you some cornbread, all that. Cornbread fed.
That's the situation.
Hey, you gotta be careful of that. But I don't, stay in your room, man. Stay in your room.
Playoff time.
Yeah, it's playoff.
Lock
Be
in.
focused.
Lock in. Stay in your playbook.
That
Hold
is
on, we got to
definitely-
go back to this though.
Okay.
Steph, in the past, 3 months, has injured that same ankle. How
Yes,
many
he
times?
has. It's been 2-3
So
times.
at
for
this
sure.
point, playoffs start next month. Do you just shut him down for 3 weeks?
No.
Hell no.
Hell no.
Hell no.
He keeps injuring his ankle.
What?
I mean, you shut him down until he
That's-
healthy. I don't think he
that's
needs 3
3
weeks.
times.
3 weeks. That means he's gonna come back. It's gonna take him 2 games to get back in rhythm and game shape. You know what I mean? Like let him rock.
You gotta give him some rest, and then at the end of the season, you let him go the last 10 games.
Okay.
You let him go the last 10 games.
Okay.
You let him rock out. Let him get a rhythm back.
Here's the other thing, thinking about guys with injuries. Something has happened. Missouri, Kareem, myself, V, we all went to Missouri. They brought back Michael Porter Jr. He played part of the first game. He was out the rest of the time, and they just brought him back in the conference tournament.
Yeah.
Do you think it was a good idea to bring him back? And he went 5 for 17. So now GMs and scouts and everybody are able to look at him. What do you guys think about that situation to bring him back? Would you have brought him back, or would you just let him stay out and just do his NBA workouts?
I mean, as a player, he wanted to play for his college, so he may not be leaving. So you just want to get a chance to play in the tournament and play with the guys. So I had no problem with it. I don't think it's going to affect his draft stock too much. I don't think people expected him to go out here and have a 30 after 4 months off.
And I'm with that, but what about the chemistry that Missouri had? Like chemistry came in. I mean, they came in.
was
They were on a
rocking.
roll.
I mean, they're
right.
better.
They were on a roll.
Regardless of how they playing, they're a better team with Michael playing.
Yeah, but with
one-
Michael playing when he's playing.
He shot 17 shots.
Chances are he's been playing in practice, so it's not like he's brand new to it.
No, they got out of the way. They let him shoot 17 shots in
Yeah.
23 minutes.
I would have
But
managed
What
his
about
minutes a little
everybody
bit.
else?
I think everybody else just turned to a look and roll.
For sure.
They
They
just
just
started
watched
like, you know what, let's see what he can do. Like,
Yeah. Konzo should have just like, look, we're gonna get you in some minutes, but when it get down to the thick,
Come
we're
on
gonna
out.
go with what's working.
Yeah, come on out.
But then, hey, he's a superstar. He's one of those kids.
They wanna
Hey,
see that.
let's see.
Konzo got
we
caught up in the
don't
hype.
know what the tournament's gonna look like. NCAA, y'all might be like, God damn, this kid didn't went crazy.
And they only lost by 2. That's what kind of hurt. Like if he
Yeah.
didn't play, they might have won.
They might have
well,
won.
he
They
had
might
a
have won.
chance to hit the game shot to tie
Yes.
the game up.
Yes, he did.
He missed it twice.
But here's the thing. So now he came back. He had no explosion. He made a couple shots, but he had 0 explosion, and he really didn't look good. Now, scouts are not going to judge him. GMs are not going to judge him, but it will make you second guess. Well, what type of explosion does he have?
I mean, well, look at his whole entire stats before. I mean, his highlight tape before that. Dude was athletic.
That's all high school.
Yeah.
40-inch.
Yeah, I mean, he
can
out
jump
4
40.
months. Like you don't expect him to be at his
mean-
best coming back after 4 months.
Yeah.
So
No,
that's
anything,
back
anything, about,
surgery.
anything about that game,
4 months and back surgery.
yeah,
let's not get it twisted.
Your win, your explosiveness, that shit ain't coming back for at least
Listen,
a month.
in the tournament, y'all gonna be like, whoa, okay.
Exactly.
He's
Well,
one and
that-
done.
He needs about 2 or 3
These
games.
4 games, he's gone.
Oh no, we know. Well,
Kid
if
can play,
he
man.
didn't
It's gonna
play
take
that
one.
game, he was out of there. He's top 4, regardless of the
For
fact.
sure.
He's-
If he
and
didn't
he
play-
can
if
be-
he didn't
If he
play
didn't
that
play,
game,
he's top 4.
He's still
He
top
might-
4
Yeah,
after some workouts.
I think so. Because once the workouts come around, you start knocking down them shots.
Yeah, it's over.
It's gone. Yeah,
You
it's-
ain't gonna find too many people with his skill set at that size. So I didn't take much from that game besides let the kid get out there and play. Play for his school. He probably had so many people asking him to play and excited for him just to even get out there for a couple minutes.
Yeah.
I think part of that was the reason why he wanted to get out there.
And he got the experience at conference tournament.
Like 4 siblings on the
They all
yes,
went
he
to-
does. They all go to Missouri.
They all go to
His
Missouri.
dad
His
his dad is assistant coach, right?
Yeah.
My
Yes, he
mom's gonna be in the game. Like,
Your papa, I want to play today.
Exactly. So now let me ask you, as let's take it. Stop. Not as a fan, not as a spectator. So now you, as his father, you know that he has, tens of millions of dollars on the line. Do you let him risk playing now, as a father?
As a father, do I look at the greater good? Yes, I always have to look at the greater good as a father because you have to protect your child.
Exactly.
But at the same time, you've prepared him for these moments. So as a man, you have to let your little lion become a man. You give him what he needs to succeed, but let him be happy and making his own decisions.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're there to advise him, counsel him.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
So you know, that's me. You
But
know,
the key
I
word
would've
is there is advised.
not
Counsel.
make the decision. Because
He
I've
ain't
been
lost
like,
no
yo,
money.
At the end of the day, he gonna have to make the decision
For sure.
for himself.
Yep.
And I think it came down to him wanting to play in that game with his younger brother.
And that's the other part of it. His younger brother draft stock is rising because he's not there. Like it took me, just somebody watch it, took me like 15 games to realize
he's all right.
his little brother is actually good.
Yeah. I would have been like, look, as a dad, I'm like, how you feeling, son? Can you go? Do you want to?
Done.
And leave it up to him.
So now I'm a roll with that. But let's say he go out there and get hurt.
Insurance
Now you
policy.
shoot yourself.
You can't play
Insurance
scared.
policy.
You
Lloyd's
can't,
of
but
London.
that's fear. Like
Yeah, you
Get that good Lloyd's of London
the
in there.
first game, he could have went to pre-draft and got hurt. Like you
Get
can't
hurt
play scared.
slipping on the court. I
Yeah.
mean,
Go ahead, big baby.
man, listen, man, this kid, it shows a lot about his character. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you think about the kids nowadays, they're different, man. My draft stock's so high, man.
I'ma
I ain't
kick
even
it.
playing. I got all
sure.
these agents calling me. Man, this kid don't care about that. This man want to play.
In the conference tournament.
And,
It's an experience.
and that's what that's what I like. That's what I see as a GM. Or if I'm a team trying to draft this kid, like
he want to play.
his heart, he's in there. He loves the game of basketball. That's what I'm taking out.
That's a good perspective.
Shout out to MVP Junior Mizzou all day.
Exactly.
They in the
Mark.
SEC.
We ain't
They
gonna
in the
do that.
SEC.
We
You know,
ain't
back in
gonna
the
do
day,
that.
back
Now-
in the day, I used to kill them cats, boy.
Kill who?
Mizzou.
Hell no.
when?
When?
I played them
Like, wait.
back in the
When
day.
did you play him?
Back in the day?
We beat LSU and we played LSU.
Nah, we played y'all a little turn. That when y'all had Carroll. What's his
Oh,
name?
Oh, Damari Carroll.
that
Oh,
was
yeah, you
after.
probably
That's
beat
after
them
us.
guys.
Years later.
them
That's
guys.
You probably beat
How,
them guys.
how old is you guys?
Hey,
We've been around for a minute.
wait a minute. We
Been
was
around.
we was one game away. We was one game away from the Final Four.
And we should have. Yeah, we had the worst game ever.
that's-
We had the worst game ever. Tootie was 1-13.
Yep, missed all the free throws. Doc missed all
But
the free throws.
the cold part about it though is the true story. Cold part about it. The night before, Hollins. What was my man's name?
Hollis
Price.
Price.
Hollis Price. The night before, he liked one of our cheerleaders. So, some way or another, they ended up getting intertwined with each other. So the next day, I promise you, I was so excited. I saw, we got this game won. He ain't gonna have no legs going in again. He killed us.
Yeah, he played well. But
He
we still won
killed
that
us.
game. Tootie had a terrible game.
1 for 13.
I mean, he closed.
Checked out. That's what he did.
We're going into
when
the
we
break.
come
We'll
back.
be right
Yeah,
back.
right.
We'll be right back to Dash Radio. We're still working on our cues.
Dash Talk. We back.
We back.
Unusual suspects. The question this time, we want to talk about the NC2A tournament. Oklahoma is 2-8 in their last 10 games. Everybody wants to see Trae Young. Trae Young's the star. Does Trae Young and the Oklahoma Sooners make it into the NC2A tournament? What do you think? V, talk to me.
Man, I don't know. I mean, I think at this point in the beginning, I think the pressure just started getting to him a little bit. But I mean, they haven't been winning.
He's a
You can't
star,
just-
though.
He's a star.
Well, there's a lot of people who are
He's
stars,
smack.
but I mean, if your
He's
team
must-see
it's a-
TV.
You can see
it's
it
a
must see in the
team game.
NIT.
Yep. See you later, Trey.
Must see NIT.
See you later,
Must
Trey.
be not in tournament.
You gotta have Trae Young in the NC2A
You
tournament.
don't.
Why?
Hey,
I'm
they
actually-
didn't have Ben Simmons.
They didn't
That
have
was a
Ben
difference. Ben Simmons, Oklahoma is on television every week,
because of
twice a week, because of Trae Young.
sure.
LSU wasn't on television like that.
They were winning.
Yeah, they
earlier.
were.
They were winning earlier.
not like
They were-
Oklahoma
but-
is this
I mean,
year.
But
Oklahoma-
they were on TV
No, they
more
were
than
on
what they
TV.
usually were
Yeah,
when
yeah,
Ben
yeah.
Simmons
For
came.
sure.
I ain't gonna
For
lie.
sure.
Trae Young single-handedly put that team on TV twice a week.
Yeah.
Like you
Easily.
you for sure can see Trae Young play at least minimum once a week.
Of course. I mean, he was, best
So-
thing going.
His process, as you've been seeing these games, is losing. Is he still scoring?
For sure.
Yes.
Still getting assists.
He's still
Still averaging
getting
29 and
scores.
9. But it's just like you see he
Triple
gets,
teams.
Yeah.
Yes.
Still doing it.
Yes. Still doing
The thing about it is,
doing his
like, he gets to the tournament, we know what we're gonna see.
Yeah.
We're gonna see Trae Young shoot 17 shots, get 30, have 9 assists, and lose. I think the country's figured him out.
Yeah,
His team stinks.
Yeah,
But that ain't
his
nothing
team
to see.
stinks.
So that's,
Unless you want to see him go get. I mean, I don't mind watching him get 30.
yeah, but I don't want to see him keep losing.
He
We
gets
might as well get somebody.
Yeah, I want to see
him
a
in
good team, man. Like I want to see a.
If they put him in,
Put him
that's
in a
a
playing
money
game.
play.
Yeah, for sure.
So you get people to watch.
Let
That's
them-
all it is. I mean, otherwise, their resume doesn't stack up. They should be in NIT. But those transitions. I mean, those type of players.
Playing game.
Like, who's a bigger star than Trae Young at this point?
Marvin.
Like, who do they put on television? Duke is definitely on. Marvin Bagley.
Marvin Bagley.
Okay, minus Marvin, then what you got? The guy who may go number one, DeAndre Ayton, he's not on television.
Yeah,
every
he's not.
week.
No, nobody's on television like
As
Trae
like
is.
Trae Young.
No. I mean,
So if you do it, it could be a business move, and put him in a playing game. They
You
win.
got to think about the
cause some
networks. Big
suspense.
12, man. That's Big 12 basketball.
Big
man.
12 basketball.
They everywhere. They got big $1 million contracts for these.
Yeah.
Those schools to be on TV all the time. You know what I mean?
And
You go over there to the West, it's not like that. Like, you know what I mean?
And they got 9 teams that'll probably be in the Big 12.
I mean, he is leading the nation in scoring.
And assists.
And assists.
Yeah.
First time
But
ever.
not just like small assists.
nah, he got to go to NIT though. Take his ass somewhere else.
You're still on ESPN, but you're on NIT.
They're gonna play every game of the NIT.
That's what
on
I'm saying. You
ESPN
can get
too.
more.
So I want to wrap that one up. We were just talking about Trae Young. I want to go into the next thing. Darius Geis at UCLA. I mean at LSU. In the process at the combine, he said he walked into one room and a scout asked him, was his mother a prostitute? He said he walked into another room and a scout asked him if he was gay. What does any of that has to do with football? And Big Bad, I want to start with you because you went to LSU.
Wee,
Let the
boy,
alum
that
speak.
lights a fire under my ass. You know that? Because where we're from, if you ask a man that question, yes, my mama is a prostitute. Because my mama was. I grew up in that same neighborhood, same area.
Yeah.
So how do you know what's gonna affect the kid or not? Those triggers or those demons that he fight every day, you kind of pull it out of him.
And that's why
None of
they
their
said
business. That's none of their business.
It doesn't even matter. Like, I'm a football player. What I do on the field, I produce.
Yeah.
So what does my mom life have to do with anything that I'm doing?
Yeah, this
I'm
man,
producing.
I know him personally.
Oh, you do?
You know, his father got killed early, and you know what I'm saying? Drugs and infested neighborhoods. You know what I mean? Like, so you asking a kid that really probably had to go through that.
I'm sensitive.
You know what I mean? So, you know, I would tread light on that, man. That's not about football.
So they
You know
need
what I
to
mean?
take that out of the process.
It shouldn't even.
definitely.
It should have never been a part of the process. Like,
They said they did it because they wanted to see how he responded to it.
But there's
you
other
don't do
ways
that.
to ask. You know,
That's nothing to do with football.
What does it have to do with
There's nothing
football?
to do with football. Like your mother, what?
if he was an African American, would they ask the same
Hell
question?
no.
Let's just be
great
real.
question.
If he wasn't African American, would they ask, "Yo, was your mom a prostitute or a stripper?"
There are white prostitutes
Come on,
out there too.
lot
I've had a
of-
few.
that's a whole lot of.
There are white prostitutes as well.
You know what? And I hope he realized that question and he understands that question.
Yeah.
And
Know what
he
they trying to
sees
do.
that question. And when he sees that, I would use that fuel or whatever that fire is to make sure that I prove them wrong.
Yeah.
Whatever you think or whatever you see,
Yeah, I'm not feeling that.
You know, I'm just because I'm there, that doesn't mean I'm literally a product of my environment. Yes, it's a part of me.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? I chose different. He could have went the other way.
Yeah.
Like
That could be
his
the-
family is well, like in the all over South Baton Rouge, gang related. All he could have went the wrong way, but he didn't.
And
You
that
know
could
what I
be
mean?
the very reason why he is a monster.
Yes.
Yeah, that is
gotta
true.
be
That's why he
some
runs so hard.
You know,
That
I'm
boy
running
run like
away
he-
from this situation.
Yes, he does.
He run like he in the struggle. Like,
Yes, he
like
does.
he done ate
He trying to get away from something.
Doritos and bologna sandwiches all his life.
Quarter waters.
That boy run
And that's
hard.
foul though. I'm not feeling that, man.
Yeah, I'm not feeling that the way they go.
There
about
got to
through
be
the
some
whole
ramifications for that team. You know.
But I think
moving forward.
that's what everybody do. You know what I mean? That's just a part of the process. And the other thing, you know what I mean, while we staying on the NFL draft process, the kid Shaquem Griffin,
Inspiration though.
inspirational kid. You know, he was born, he has one arm, you know what I mean, one hand rather, and he's an amazing kid. And I was reading an article by a guy, and he said that no NFL team should draft him. He said, if you want to just throw away a pick and you just want to have charity, then you should. But it's nothing that this kid has done to earn the right to be drafted. And I really wanted to know you guys' opinion on that. And I want to start with you, Kareem.
I mean, I've seen a kid at UCF. So I've seen him play. You know, he was a standout performer, you know, at UCF. So, you know, a physical element like that, I don't think, you know, should stop him. He's proven that he can overcome those circumstances. So, you know, I think he's going to get a chance to definitely prove himself on the next level, and he should.
Yeah, give him a chance.
But is he worthy of a draft?
Give him a chance.
Like,
give
I'm
him
not
a
gonna lie.
chance.
I'm not with the, I know he has physical, unfortunate circumstances.
Yes.
That doesn't mean, we draft him. Like, if he's not worthy of a draft pick, then you shouldn't draft him.
He ran a
That was impressive.
4.38.
But
He caught every ball that was thrown. The people with two hands was dropping the balls.
Yeah.
Go ahead, V.
let me just say this because I did see him play a little bit.
Okay.
The question is, can he not make tackles as a linebacker? Can he not go out there and do his job?
He made 92 tackles as a
There you
junior,
go.
20
Exactly.
tackles for a loss, and 7 sacks, if I'm not mistaken.
So
He's producing.
that's what you should draft.
Look at JPP.
Yeah.
He got a hand on, man. He's still doing his
Listen,
thing.
man, you treat him just like you would treat
Exactly.
somebody else with a hand.
Exactly.
If you miss a tackle, son, you're going to sit your ass right here on the bench. I don't give a fuck if you got one arm, one hand, use that nub.
Straight up. No, for real.
I'm serious.
Like, yeah.
If you miss a tackle, you whatever you do what you got to do.
Be consistent.
Or you got to go.
Yeah.
That's how it is.
But you
I
gotta
don't feel
at least give
sorry
him a
for
chance.
Yeah, you got to give him a chance. I don't feel
He's probably had to deal with that every level that he's played, so I'm sure it's
Yeah.
nothing new to him.
And I look at the kid. The kid was in their conference, he was the defensive player of the year 2 years in a row. And you tell me he can't go and at least be a special teams player on any team.
You can't fight production like
And,
that.
Yeah, you can.
And
The
the
numbers,
coach
man.
said something that I thought was the most. He said, we may have won games without him, but we would not be 13-0 without him.
Yeah.
So what his inspiration and what he did in that locker room propelled everybody else to play as hard as they possibly could.
Hey, look, these teams like Cleveland, you need that, man. You need them. Anything to get the morale going. And hey, let's fight. I would be hype in Cleveland. Like, man, we gonna win. We got out here with one arm, calling people.
No, straight up. Because Cleveland's sorry.
You need to go to Cleveland,
They
man.
just made some
Give them
moves,
some
though.
heart.
Hey,
or
They
something.
got
Cleveland
Tyrod.
made some moves.
They got Jarvis.
God.
This is
They
the
made
perfect
moves.
time. This is the perfect time to take a break. Dash Talk. We coming back and we're gonna talk more about Cleveland Browns and the moves that they make.
They still suck.
Ooh, that was good right there.
We back. Dash Talk. Unusual Suspects. We finished. We were talking about the Cleveland Browns and we were talking about how bad they were. But the Cleveland Browns made some great moves. They picked up Tyrod Taylor today. They picked up Jarvis Landry, I think, yesterday. They still have Josh Gordon. They added a offensive coordinator in Todd Haley. You know what I mean? Who had the #1 offense in football last year. I think Cleveland Browns
Still the
they making a
Browns.
turn.
They
Still
need
the
God.
Browns.
Did they pick up God?
No, they
They
did
need
not.
that.
Guys.
They still got.
They do got the first pick, though.
It's the coach, man.
Yeah,
What
they
you
need to
mean?
draft
No,
God.
Hugh just got there. It ain't the coach. It's the whole culture of Cleveland.
Man,
They
I
just-
don't,
shit
know.
is
I don't
sad
think he
over
can
there,
handle
man.
that market. That's all I'm gonna say.
Go ahead, V.
I just don't think he can handle that market.
What do you mean?
As far as like one, Cleveland's horrible as far as a place to live in.
Well,
No
the
offense,
Cavs
nobody.
won. The Cavs won a
know.
championship there.
Yeah, that's the
And
Cavs.
the Indians were
But-
in the finals there.
The Cavs came because LeBron came and
Uh-huh.
everybody else came. Who's coming to Cleveland?
Tyrod Taylor
Well,
Tyrod
and
Taylor.
Jarvis Landry.
Voluntarily coming to Cleveland.
Winning cures all.
They got the first.
And they gonna
pick.
get lost.
They
in
got the
Cleveland.
first and the 4th pick. Saquon Barkley.
Ooh.
Ooh. So they got a shot, man.
No, man.
A shot at what?
They got a shot. At least being better.
They're better than 0-16.
To win
yeah,
a game.
they're better than 0-16.
To win a game. Okay.
Like I
They
look
gonna
at
win
them,
a game.
I look
Baby
at them
steps.
now. It's like they got Todd Haley. They're personally, I believe they will win at least 5 games this year.
It's still trash.
Is that an accomplishment?
From 0 to 5.
From 0 to 5, yes, that's an
Man,
accomplishment.
they could low key won 5 games this year. Like,
and that's
you know what I'm
another
saying?
part of it. Yeah, you're right. Because they lost, you know what I mean, what, 5-6 games
Nigga.
by 3 points or less.
hey, they going to Cleveland to get a check. That's why people going to Cleveland. You're not going to Cleveland to win. You're about to get lost in the sauce because niggas is not watching Cleveland. And you get there, you get the money, and it's over for you.
I'm hoping for Cleveland.
Yeah, man. I want to let's have a special prayer for my boy Jarvis Landry, man. You know, I'm scared, man. I don't want my man to go there, man. You know, I want him to play in the league for a long time. And,
Cleveland is where you
you
go.
know what I mean?
Put
Get
the
a
rest.
lot of money. You know, I feel like you go there, you die.
That shit hurts.
He got
Hurt
Tyrod
your spirit.
Taylor now. That Jarvis Landry is on my personal fantasy team, so I need him to be great. So I'm with you on that. I need him to be great, but he has Tyrod Taylor.
We're gonna see, bro. We gotta see. It's a whole different feel. I like what they're doing. I like what Cleveland's doing. They gotta start making those steps, man, because it is really, really getting bad down there. Really, I like it. I'm hoping that this works out for them because I am so tired of seeing these people on TV. Cleveland Browns 0 6-15. Like what the hell? You
They
0
need to change their colors.
No wins.
Their colors is dead. Like it just look old, nasty.
Dirty Browns.
They had a
Browns.
parade. They had a parade for losing every game this
tough.
year.
Oh my God! Next topic. I can't believe this.
Next topic. We are finished talking about the Cleveland Browns. So we're going from a team that was awful to my personal pick to at least be in the Super Bowl this
Chiefs.
year coming up. Not the Chiefs, the Los Angeles Rams.
Shout out to Josh Kroenke.
Josh Kroenke, our classmate. The Los Angeles Rams, they added Marcus Peters. They added Talib. They added 2 Pro Bowl defensive players. They already had the #1 offense in football.
Yep.
Now they also had the defensive player of the year, a guy who was a monster, Aaron Donald. So now they also added, I don't know his name, I'm sorry, Pro Bowl long snapper. Not sure how much that helped you, but 1,000% they added a Pro Bowl long snapper. So
What did they do at the linebacker position? Because they got rid of Ogletree.
they did get rid of Ogletree.
And that was one of their biggest problems.
Okay.
Not being able to stop the run.
Yeah, and they were at the combine all last week looking at linebackers. There's a lot of good ones in this draft. So let's see what happens. So V, you want to kick it off? Tell me, what do you think about them and their Super Bowl chances?
You know, I think they're definitely headed in the right direction. I think they added the right pieces. I kind of feel bad that they kind of took that week off right before the first playoff game. I wish they would have kind of let them play a little bit because I felt like they kind of lost the rhythm in that week. But other than that, man, as long as they can fill that linebacker position, I think they're gonna be right back there again.
Yeah. Now you got Marcus Peters, and then they got Joyner, who's a Pro Bowl safety, and now you got Marcus Peters on one side and Talib Kweli on the other. Not Kweli, Talib on the other side. That's crazy.
Did they lead the league in scoring?
Yeah, offensively, yes.
Yeah. So if you improve the defense, then boom, you good.
Their offense is good.
Yeah, huge step up from Goff, and obviously Gurley did his thing.
Goff is gonna have to show up and show out. Point blank. They're gonna put the pressure on that kid. That kid, whatever defense or whatever they're gonna go through the year, yeah, they're gonna be in the mix. But at the end of the day, that kid gonna have to deliver. Is he ready?
He did his thing, and relying on Gurley in the backfield takes a lot of pressure off Goff. So
Todd Gurley was the offensive player of the year. So you're right. Goff does have to pick. He got to
Gurley
step
is
up.
different.
He gonna step out. 'Cause
Gurley can play.
playoff is different, brother. Playoff is different, man. I don't care what you talk about the regular season, man. People get an extra juice, man. It's a whole nother. Everybody know every play.
One and
Yes.
done too.
Yeah.
Ain't no 7. It's one and done.
Yeah, I'm on that. I'm on that in that 10 and out, 10 and in, hook routes. I'm on that, all that. So you got to show your nuts, man. And 16 gonna have to show his nuts.
Hey, this is his 3rd year. You know what I mean? He had last year he got a chance to grow. So this year he's ready to make. Well, I think he should be ready to make a stride forward. You know what I mean? He was a great quarterback in college, and now he'll know more. You know what I mean? He'll have more confidence, more real confidence. You watched him last year. It was like, oh man, this happened. We're winning. And it was kind of like shock. And now this year they're coming into the season knowing that they're going to be good, knowing that they're going to win. So now it's just like what you said. When it get to the playoff time, what are you going to do? Are you going to be ready to step up and go to a whole nother level at that moment?
Yeah.
But you got to look at this too. He's already played in 2 offensive systems.
that's what I'm saying.
in 2 years.
Exactly.
So this is going to be his year where he knows what's going on. He ain't got to learn nothing.
I think he's gonna be better than last year. He's made huge strides from last year.
Yeah, that experience is definitely going to help him out.
I'm with it. So now, I mean, it was one thing that you said, Big Baby, and I want to talk about it more because, we got 2 guys in here that played in playoff games. So what, in your opinion, is the difference in a playoff situation when you go into it? Like, what's the mindset that's different?
You know, I had an opportunity to come in the game really, really early and jump right into the fire of a culture that understood the greater good. And in the playoffs, that's one of the things that is held in your face every single day. And knowing that you're playing for something, the level is extremely, extremely high. Like, my mentality for me is the fact that I couldn't miss an assignment. I can't miss. I got to know his scouting report. Lamar Odom, he goes left. I got to make sure that, okay, cool. You know, take away the pass, the entry pass to the triangle. Like, it's just like you got to be on it every single second, opening up your book, knowing your plays. And just the fact to know that you're playing for something, and that the fact that you really have a chance, it's a whole nother level.
So, Reem, how was it for you in the playoffs? What was the difference when you got to the playoffs? How were the players different when you showed up in the playoffs?
I mean, regular season is long and boring sometimes. I came in with the Lakers, so I mean, it just higher stakes in the playoffs. Like Baby said, you're competing for a championship. So, from the executive level, all the way down to every player, it's a culture that is built with winning. Winning is hard to do. Not many teams can do it over the course of a long period of time. That's why you see teams like San Antonio, you see teams like Dallas. They're traditionally, good teams. That's it's coming from the top all the way down. So it's just a culture that you want to build, a winning culture. It's tough. Playoffs, obviously, the legends are made. It's where you make your name. And I was lucky enough to play, a couple times. Started my career off with a team like the Lakers and kind of seeing firsthand, great players like Shaq and Kobe and what they do to prepare, for the finals and, getting ready for the playoffs. So, I was blessed to be able to, absorb that early on.
Speaking of that, what was the process like? Big Baby, what was the process like for Kevin Garnett in the playoffs? Like, how was he? How was his leadership into the playoffs?
That's good. That's a great one, because out of that big three, if you look like who sacrificed the most, you look down and you look at KG. Because at the end of the day, he didn't care about points. He didn't care how many rebounds he had. He cared about doing his role. And at the end of the day, when it's time to show up, to be there. That's what he counted on. And to see that, you can tell, our first year putting that thing together, we won that thing. Yeah. Because he did that. Instead of him stepping forward, he stepped back. But it really made him step forward. Yeah. You know what I mean? So, that was magical to see, to really see that, you know what I mean? Because people don't know what he had to go through to make things work. You know what I mean?
How long was KG in Boston? 3, 4 years?
No, longer than that, right?
5, 6. No,
5, 6
he
years.
won
5,
one.
6.
Yeah, he was in there for 5, 6
5?
years.
Okay.
So we always had
I'm
this.
saying they're going to retire his jersey. That's my question.
We all had this debate in looking at you guys' team. And who would you say was the guy on that team?
The guy?
Yes.
Our team, when you think about our team and you see our team and how the way it was put together, it was a well put together team, man. Danny did a great job that year. Because when you look at Ray Allen and the way he played, we seen Ray with the ball all the time, but where he flourished is running, coming off those picks. And it fit well because Paul Pierce was a guy that can catch it on the block. He can do this, he can do that. And, like, they're not in each other's way.
Yeah.
And then KG was a guy who was down on the block. You know what I mean? So it was just like, everybody had their role. Yeah. You know what I mean? But, if we needed a big shot, we wanted Paul.
Yeah.
Paul.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if we needed a shot, like, okay, we need to get a shot off. And then sometimes if we needed a bucket, we go to Ray.
Yeah.
Like,
you know what I mean?
Outside looking in, you would just, Paul Pierce was the bucket getter. Ray Allen was knockdown shooter. Rondo facilitated. But outside looking in, you knew KG was the reason why Paul Pierce started playing defense.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you knew that the quarrels between Rondo and Paul, the reason why they was able to still be cool, KG rolling with Rondo. He said this kid's gonna be special. So I think like outside looking in, because I wasn't there like Big Baby was, but you know KG was the glue, he was the heart, and he sacrificed the most. Like he can go get 20 and 10 at that time.
Oh damn.
He was coming off an MVP a couple years ago. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
That's amazing to think about that. And then, you know, with Kareem, like you said, you were with the Lakers. What was it like being on a team that everybody thought was going to win the championship? You know, when you
Depressing.
guys.
Depressing. I'm still depressed to this day. Yeah, that's the 2014. I mean, we had, you know, Carl and GP at the time. And, you know, we dealt with a lot of injuries that year. You know, Carl was out in the finals. You know, Kobe missed some time early in the year. And we ran up against a better team. You know, Detroit was a well-oiled machine. They didn't have necessarily a superstar, but they have 4 hell of players. They had a great, you know, from, you know, Rasheed to Ben to Tay, Rip Hamilton, Chauncey, fucking
Gary.
Chauncey. I mean, Chauncey cooked them. He cooked them.
He smoked.
I fuck with GP. GP, my man, we was on Big 3 together. But yeah, they said he lost his nickname that year.
I'm telling you,
done.
That's the day that Chauncey probably became my favorite guard in the league.
He was cold. He did his thing.
He was flushing. He made Gary look like he shouldn't be playing no more.
And then, you know, we went. I think what really happened, we went in with the mindset that we was gonna win this. You know, everybody had his favor, and I think selfishly, Kobe wanted to get an MVP because Shaq got the first 3. So he was selfishly being a little bit more selfish than normal because he thought that regardless of Detroit, they had no chance of beating us.
Exactly.
But Shaq, they was single team in Shaq. They had been on Shaq should average 50 in the series, but Kobe was off on, you know, doing this thing, and you know, like I said, they beat us fair and square.
The crazy thing about it is like 2 polar opposites. You got KG who sacrificed the most of it, which is what we're saying he did, and we got Kobe who should have sacrificed more, but he wanted to be the MVP.
He wanted, yeah. I mean, the same thing that Kyrie and them are dealing with now. He wanted to get away from, you know, being
second fiddle.
Yeah, being second fiddle. Kobe, you know, you look at his numbers in the finals. Shaq was 30. Kobe's 29. You know, so
I ain't gonna lie though. Kobe should have just went on that finals and went with the flow, and then afterwards, you know, then figured it out. Because Kyrie was like, look, I'm gonna play. I'm gonna do what it takes, whatever I can. After the season, I'm gone.
I mean, I thought Kobe was gone after that year too.
Well, he cried.
I thought he was for sure gone. He told me. I mean, I saw that little interview they did on NBA TV, and Kobe was like, "Yeah, I was looking at Chicago, looking at housing and stuff." So he was pretty much gone, and he made the Lakers, you know, pick between him and Shaq. And they chose the younger Kobe, and then year 3, I was going in the summertime excited because we have our end of year meetings, and Phil was like, "Okay, I'm gonna start you and Kobe at the 2-3 next year." I'm like, "Hell yeah!" So I went in there geeked. then
Kobe
all of a sudden, the team got pulled apart. They brought in Lamar and Karan. Rudy T came in there and fucked up the whole deal. And I was like, "Yo, get me out of here!" While I still can, and left my 3rd year. So it's crazy.
Okay, we're gonna transition now. We're gonna take a quick break. We'll be right back. Dash Talk.
Cole, swing the ball.
Dash Talk, Unusual Suspects, we back. Now, in this segment, we wanted to talk about the Houston Rockets and Golden State Warriors in a finals matchup. Is this the year that someone other than the Warriors will end up in the finals? Do you think the Houston Rockets can unseed them as the Western Conference champs? I want to start with you, Young H.
I'm not rolling. To beat Golden State in the playoffs, like you have to do more than just knock down some open threes. Like you got to defend. You got to make PJ Tucker, Trevor Ariza beat you, which I think can happen. Like if you see how they play, it's only screen and roll. So once the playoffs come, Steve Kerr make his adjustments. They blitz the ball screen, make PJ and Trev beat you. That's just how I feel, because if you switch, you're going to get beat.
Mm-hmm.
In the playoffs, I mean, they're going to change their whole rotation. So right now, they kind of spreading James and CP out. But playoff, they're going to play more minutes. So you're going to have constant pressure for them 2 boys every minute of the game. And they got shooters. So if they get hot, and they got an absolute chance.
Them shooters got to beat me. I'm not going to sit up here and let James Harden, Chris Paul pick me apart on the switch. No, sir.
Listen, man. PJ Tucker, Trevor Ariza. they're those role players that are the star role players, like of the league. Like
They do
you talk
their
about
role.
the role players that know their role and just play it to the T. And at the end of the game, I don't have to look over my shoulder. Trevor Ariza and PJ Tucker. Yeah, I don't got to look over my shoulder for them.
And
They are going to be problems for Golden State.
I ain't gonna lie. Since Joe came, I automatically assume PJ Tucker, his minutes is gonna go down.
No,
you can play
no.
Joe. You can play Joe at the
Play
stretch
him at
four.
the 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, put Joe on.
Play him at the
'cause
five.
When they go small with Draymond, you can definitely play him at the 4-5.
You could definitely play him at the 4, 5. Oh my God,
He can
yes.
definitely guard Pachulia.
What? It definitely Draymond Green.
Yeah.
KD.
And he can play KD.
And he can play KD.
And you see they switch everything.
That's
Did you see their last game?
But
They
any
switched
team that
everything.
can switch everything with Golden State and Rockets has a chance. That's why I think the Thunder
Yeah.
right now, they may be struggling, but in the playoffs, the fact that they can switch a lot, other than Melo, because that nigga, hey man, Melo was getting cooked. They was just walking. That's my man.
What the fucking help me?
First of all, Melo, close your stance. It's a straight line drive.
Yeah,
Straight
line.
line
That's
drive.
the
That's
fake-
for help.
That's the fakest
Like
defense
close your stance.
Like, you
Shade
screwed-
him a little bit.
you
Don't
tried
just
to-
open up.
He said he was pushing him to the help.
ever. Right.
But
You was
nobody
pushing
was
him to
No,
the
you
basket.
can't let him go straight to the basket. Though you can push him, but you got to just
Melo, I can't keep defending you out here, man.
you got to stay to the body if you're gonna do that.
Crazy.
Yeah, work the angles, Melo. You got to work better angles than that.
But the thing about it, the Warriors, I look at that matchup. The Warriors shoot the ball just as well as the Rockets. So you come in, but the scary thing about the Rockets is, Eric Gordon. They got so many guys.
They got a
So
bench.
many guys. They're willing to shoot 53s in a
Gerald
game.
Green.
Can I ask you a question?
Gerald
Yeah.
Green.
One question.
Ryan Anderson.
What's their offense?
CP and
Oh,
James.
it's pick and roll.
Pick and roll.
Pick and roll ISO.
I don't think that
can't stop that in
I don't
today's game.
think that will beat you in 7 games. We seen it with LeBron and Kyrie. What happened? And they didn't have as many shooters, but they
That's
got
the
wore
key.
down in that screen and roll, man.
But that's the key. They didn't have as many shooters. They got guys that can go out there. Eric Gordon can hit you 6, 7 threes in a game.
How you could do that?
Ryan Anderson can hit
Ryan
you 6,
Anderson.
7 threes
Ryan
in a
Anderson
game.
can sneak and get 50.
So that's the scary thing about it. Like I look at
Joe
him like,
Johnson,
I don't think pick and roll can win you a championship.
Nene,
I don't think
Capella, like they are.
But they more than pick. They pick and roll and shooting.
Yeah, but
I think their shooting can definitely
it
win.
starts all from pick and roll. And I don't think pick and roll offense is going to win you a championship. Golden State, they can run pick and roll. They got a great motion. Anybody can run the one. Anybody can handle the ball. You don't know where it's coming from. And I think that's be exhausting to guard. I think that'll take away from some of the things you want to do.
But Golden State is prep. I mean, their offense is really based on how teams defend Steph. You really got to manage him. So, like I said, I think Houston got him. I think Houston can definitely get him, man.
but that'll be the scary thing because in the finals last year, they asked everybody after game 1 what was the difference, and they said KD. Now they got Chris Paul and James Harden, and the Warriors got Steph, KD. They got
They
got Clay, too.
Let's
They
not
got
sleep.
Clay.
Clay.
Out.
Oh, you a
Clay-
shooter? I'm a shooter too.
Clay has had 37 in a quarter or a half.
Clay
What was it? 37 in a
I
quarter.
can't wait to watch that series.
Clay
Yeah.
different, man.
60-3.
I think we can all agree it's going to be a good game.
Yes, exactly.
Definitely gonna be a great series.
It's
Toss
gonna
up.
be-
I mean,
this
it's the
I
first
think-
time you can actually say it's a toss up. You don't know.
I'm going with the Golden State Warriors. I think they're going to win it in like 6. It's going to be close down to the 4th.
6 games.
And then they're going to open it up. Because Golden State get the running on you and you look up, you down 16. Y'all was just tied.
Yeah.
Ross can shoot you back into it though.
I'm going with the Rockets.
And how
This
many?
is
many
why
games?
I say that. This is 7 games.
Okay.
Okay.
This is why I say that because they have the best chance defensively
Yeah.
to guard them.
Yeah.
I don't see no other team that can guard them.
Right.
So since you said that, I'm going to ask a question, and I know this is personal. Do you think that Chris Paul brought that toughness, brought that defensive energy, brought all of that there?
He's one.
I'm about to tell you who brought that there.
I'm
Your
listening.
boy.
PJ Tucker.
PJ Tucker grimy, man. PJ look like he's
telling you, man.
PJ just face.
He's
look
the
like he
bully
just,
out there, man.
Like he's on level 4.
He's the bully out there, man.
PJ
Watch
should not
the
be-
game, man. Watch the middle. You see how Draymond Green controls? He does the same thing defensively. He does the same thing defensively. Like he might be a facilitator, but he can shoot better than Draymond. For sure. Can shoot better than Draymond. And at the end of the day, he is almost
tough.
better defensively as Draymond too. He can guard every position.
Yeah. He's the type of dude like, coach, how many fouls I got to use? 6? All right, bet.
Yeah. For
That's
sure.
how
He'll go out there. Okay, I'm just
use-
going to face guard KD, really make it as tough
I'm
as
gonna
possible.
get a tech.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get a flagrant. I'm gonna use all 5.
So
The
you're
rest of the
saying-
5, 6.
So you guys are saying that PJ Tucker is going to be the difference maker in that series.
Yes.
I
He-
think that
he will
him
be
trying
a-
to be the difference
he'll
maker
be
is
a
going to
big
get you
one of
beat.
them.
If he plays well, he'll be a big difference.
He will be the difference maker.
If he plays well, and I'm not rolling with him in the playoffs being the difference maker. I don't
I'm
believe
with you
it.
on that.
What
one.
is his playoff experience?
Shh, quiet.
He's a dog.
I mean, I understand. he's a
Listen,
dog.
everybody don't make it to the playoffs. Some
Quiet.
don't make it there. But I know when you play against somebody and you feel him and you look him in his eyes and it don't look like a cat, it look like a real dog. He's a dog. I'm telling you, he gonna shine bright. I'm telling you.
PJ gonna have to make shots for sure.
Oh, he gonna make those.
Because you know he gonna play defense. He's gonna have to make shots when you in that second round playing against OKC or whoever you playing, or you in the conference finals. I don't know if offensively he could deal with that type of pressure.
He's a dog. Dog.
Defensively.
You know what a curbside dog is?
I've
You
never
see
heard
that one dog that always about live a long time.
Yeah.
You know him. He in that yard. He in over there. He might got some trash in his mouth. He just been surviving. That's PJ Tucker, man. I'm telling you.
Okay, and what is Draymond Green? Is Draymond Green
The
not
same
the same thing?
He the same thing.
So they're gonna cancel each other out.
So they're gonna cancel each other out.
So
What
that
you
means
mean?
that
Are they gonna cancel each other out?
Well, I'm asking.
I just know that the fact that they're gonna play a great game,
Yeah.
and that the fact that it's gonna be up to them
Y'all looking
too.
at that. Can
It's gonna
CP
be up to them too because everybody gonna cancel each other out.
Is CP really gonna cancel Steph out?
Yeah, because you got to make sure. Because guess what?
You got
We don't know no guard that has post Steph up yet.
gotta
Right,
guard.
but guess what?
And Chris Paul will post
Yeah,
you
but
up.
we know Chris Paul in them playoffs. It's kind of quiet for him too.
Yeah, that's the only thing I don't know.
It's quiet for
I didn't
Chris in the
see.
playoffs.
I didn't see 3-1.
What you
I
see in
didn't
the
see
eye? What you
3-1, and
what
we
you see in
just
the eye?
a kitty cat.
Kitty cat. Yeah, I'm saying like I don't know if they cancel each other.
what you got to also look at too. Chris Paul's been hurt a lot in playoffs too.
Man,
I'm not
listen,
rolling.
Man, you would piss on me and tell me it's raining too, huh? That's what you gonna do.
Hey
too,
Chris,
huh?
you got your hands full dealing with Steph.
And
I
Steph
think
got
Steph
guard
like,
him too.
look,
though.
I know you're gonna get about 16.
He gonna
17.
give Steph problems. I'm telling you, he gonna give Steph problems, but Steph gonna give him problems too.
I don't know.
He gotta play both ends.
Well, that's all you got to do is just step on Steph's ankles.
But
He
Steph
good.
has been the same. Like in the finals, Steph hasn't been,
He hasn't been
over.
present.
He hasn't been present all the time.
But
you know
you
what I
know-
mean? That was the beautiful part about adding KD. Now he can. You know what I mean? It relieves some of the pressure.
You know why he has been present? Because that attention, it opens up so much more. Whether he's shooting it well or not, the attention that he's causing is allowing people to get easy buckets.
Yeah.
You getting layups. They trying to double because he coming off a down screen. You get the slip. Like his numbers hasn't been great, but he causes so much attention for Golden State offense that they're still able to produce.
But even what 2 years ago in the finals, in the first finals, they had what's the kid name?
Iggy.
Did he?
No. The kid that was guarding Steph.
Deli. Oh, no,
Deli. Deli.
yeah,
Double
it was-
double. He was giving him
It was
problems.
Deli,
Yeah, he was face guarding him.
He was giving him problems.
Playoff is officiated a little different. He can be a little more physical. So
Yeah, Deli need to play hockey.
Yeah, it's gonna be a great
it's
game.
gonna be a good one. It's gonna be a good
Play
one.
for the Maple Leafs.
I just think when it all comes down to it, if Houston gets home court and they get the first 2 games at home, I think they're gonna have a better chance of winning. But if they go into Golden State,
But here's
I
the
don't
thing.
see it.
Here's the thing with that. When you talk about, you got 2 people who have killed over in a playoff series. Like he said, Houston was. I mean, the Clippers was up 3-1, fell all the way apart.
I seen it
And
with my
who was
own
the-
2 eyes.
who was the head of that?
I was watching it
Who
the
was
whole
the head
time.
of that
Well,
collapse?
That CP?
Oh, okay.
Was it CP?
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
Y'all going out one time.
You know what? I don't think it was
CP.
CP.
Man.
I don't think it was CP. I was the person that played on the team. I was right there.
I don't think it was CP.
Yes, the CP.
So
yeah, the CP have his own issues, personal issues. It's himself as a
Yeah.
Yes, but as a point guard and somebody that is in the game and he's there.
okay.
You know
So
what I mean?
speaking of that team, you look at that team. I personally didn't think it was his fault. I think Chris Paul is a Hall of Fame point guard. I think he's one of the all-time greats. I thought it was more of Blake Griffin. Like you got a guy who he can't get you a playoff basket.
Yeah,
back is-
I think it was. I don't think it was Blake Griffin either.
So who do you
Because
think? What do you think it was?
I think it was a little bit of Blake understanding who he is, but at the same time, Doc. Because at the end of the day, you have to really look at your player and see what he can do and what he cannot do. You can't let a guy, step outside of his his boundaries or his role. You know what I mean? You got to do what you do best, man. Even though if you jump high and you do this, I think he should have controlled Blake a little bit more. And at the same time, I think Blake and CP should have really, 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 genuinely, care about each other. They didn't. I don't think they did. When you don't care about the next person next to you, I don't think it would ever work.
It could be hard playing with CP.
so
Yeah, it is.
He holds the ball. He
does.
gonna dribble, come back out, dribble, rescreen, have a layup, don't take it, fake it, come back out, dribble. Like Blake was probably off that, man.
But
he was.
But okay, now here's a next question to that. Is it a necessity to be friends? The Lakers made it happen without being friends
When?
with Shaq and Kobe. From
Look
the
what type of
outside
team they
looking
had.
in.
They had Shaq, man. You remember Shaq?
You got.
Man, bro.
Those are two big dogs.
Big
Those
dogs.
two are the
man.
top. They going into the top 5.
Yeah, those two big
Oh.
dogs.
At all times.
Yeah, that's different.
And both in their primes.
And if you don't have, you got to have respect if you don't have friendship.
Yeah, they had
so Kobe knew I'm playing with the most dominant big man ever.
And Phil.
Touch it back. And Shaq knew, I'm with a young bull that can go get one. I'm gonna get in shape later. He can carry us all the way there. He gonna go get 34 and 5 and 5. I'm cool with that. So I think it was like I respect him as a player. I don't like you.
Yeah, you got to respect.
Phil had a hand in that, managing that situation. Phil was great at managing egos. That's really all NBA coaching is really managing egos. Everybody can play. So figuring out that psychology behind the managing those two was one of Phil's biggest challenges, and he did a good job with it.
I want to stop right there, and we're gonna take a quick break. But before we go, so I want to know, Houston and Golden State. Reem, who do you have?
I got Houston. They got home court. Houston is 7.
Young H, who
I don't
you
care
got?
who got home court. Golden State in 6.
V, who you got?
I'm sticking to what I said. If Houston got home court, I think they're going to take it.
Big Baby.
I don't know now. I don't know.
He want to roll with Tuck.
I just like Tuck, and I like those type of players. That was my game. You know what I mean? So I honestly think I cannot get that face out of get those eyes out of my face. Those kitty eyes. Like Chris Paul and James Harden have a little kitty in them.
Okay.
They got a little kitty.
So you're going with Houston. You're going with the
Warriors because when the nuts drop, the nuts drop.
Okay, so
they
we
got
going
tight
out.
booties over there in Houston.
We going out. Unusual Suspects. Dash Talk. We'll be right back. Dash Talk. We back. Now I want to say something that I saw on television the other day, and it may sound crazy. It may sound crazy to you. Don't throw anything at me. I'm just sitting in here peacefully minding my own business. So they were showing a list of the greatest small forwards to ever play the game. Number 1, they had LeBron James. Number 2, they had Larry Bird. Number 3, they had KD. Now, I'm just going to say from my personal opinion, I'm putting KD over Larry Bird. Now, I know that may sound disrespectful, but I want you guys to weigh in for me. V, I want to start with you. What do you
Don't
think?
start with me on this one. Right?
Baby, let's go.
Oh man, you want to start with me, man? You know what? You know what I think about that, bro? I just really think that that subject, man, depending on what you want, you know what I mean? It's like they're totally two different styles of play. You know what I mean? KD's not as tough as Larry was, as far as passing and, as for shooting, I would have to say they probably wasn't what as far as knockdown shooting, but I just really feel you can't put KD in front of Larry until he wins more championships.
That's what I think. I think it's more about an accolades perspective now. Larry was 3-time MVP, 3-time champion. So until KD gets those numbers,
I'm gonna go deeper than that, man. And this is from talking
Larry was a bad boy,
to my
though.
old heads, man.
Yeah.
This is
Larry
from my
was
old
cold.
heads, man. And I didn't really recognize this until Ansar and a few other people told me. But I wouldn't be mad if you put Larry number one. I'm just be honest with you. Like LeBron gonna have accolades.
Yeah. I don't know if I would put him over LeBron.
I can't put him on LeBron.
And
LeBron got the chips and the accolades to kind of
He got the
compete.
chips, but
He got 4 MVPs too.
I think he get a little discredit. He needs to take a little credit off them chips, man.
and I
mean,
want to say
but
this.
Bird had McHale and Parrish. And
That's
He
natural.
had a
That
great
happened.
team.
He had great
Yes.
teams.
He had one of the greatest teams of all time.
He didn't go join Magic.
True.
That's true. But you look at Kevin Durant, and this may sound crazy, but I think Kevin Durant is the greatest scorer we've ever seen play basketball.
Above Jordan?
Above Michael
I
Jordan.
guess shooting.
No,
Yeah.
Above
Yeah,
Michael
yeah.
Jordan. You got to think. Now, for those who are not in here, Big Baby is dying. He's laid all the way out in
Pure
his chair,
scoring.
dying right now.
I ain't gonna lie.
Blasphemous.
Man. Yeah, it might be.
But from a skill level?
From a
From a
skill
skill
for
perspective?
skill.
Oh, for a
skill for skill.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Fuck no. MJ all day.
Why would you? Skill
y'all
for
act
skill.
10-time scoring champion.
He is a
That's
10-time
That's
scoring
deep.
champion.
Well, KD could have got 10 too. He chilled.
Well, KD got 4?
He got
Five.
4.
He
No,
got
5.
four.
5.
4 or
Five.
5?
I think he got 5.
Yeah.
He got
I
4
mean,
straight though.
Yeah, I mean, it is a longevity thing.
90, 40, 50 guy.
Yeah, I mean, from a straight skill level.
Man, I don't even put him in there, man. I feel like when you leave another team, that's like ratting almost to me a little bit. Like when you that player.
Ratting means snitching for those who
Snitching,
don't know.
like you snitching, like you know what I mean. Like I only reason why I say this is because I was a blue collar player.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like I was a blue collar player. We don't have we might get shipped out tomorrow.
Okay.
Like you know what I mean? You might get shipped out in 2 days. You a player that they can't move you, brother.
He spent 9 years with Russ. Now I'm
that's
not
hard.
saying I'm like man. When I looked at it when they played in the championship against LeBron in 2002, I told everybody I said if you take Russell Westbrook off that team and you add Chris Paul, I personally think they win that
That's a
championship that year.
possibility.
That
No,
year,
man.
That-
Listen,
I'm
man.
gonna say something like this, right? First, I'm gonna comment on the scoring. We forgetting about the beard.
James,
I know he came into the league as a 6 man. He didn't come in the same situation as Jordan or KD. But if you see how he's scoring the ball right now and how efficient he is and how he can do it,
I'm
Man,
with you.
Jordan averaged 40,
I'm
45.
35, yeah. He
Yeah,
did.
and I won't disagree with
Y'all
you.
tripping about
But,
Jordan,
man,
man.
I'm
Why
gonna
y'all
say
even
this.
talking about Jordan in here right now. Tripping, bro.
Hold on. I want to say this about the comment that you just made. They were all on the same team. He was the 6th man. They all went to the Olympics. KD was the guy. Any situation you put KD in, he's the guy. He went to the Warriors, he was the guy. Every situation. Now, Michael Jordan is the guy, but KD is doing it on 17, 18 shots. Michael Jordan is getting 35 and whatever you want. He getting it in
Hey.
28, 29 shots.
Hey, that beard,
I mean, I'm looking
that
at
beard
Jordan.
getting 30, he might shoot 10 for 14. He gonna shoot 20 free throws.
That's what I'm saying. That's
getting
based on
done.
today's game. He wouldn't shoot 20 free throws in the 80s or 90s in
Right.
Jordan's era. So if Jordan's day was shoot 25, 30 free throws a game with his aggressiveness and the way you can't touch him, it would have been.
I'm not mad at KD for leaving though, man.
It would've been
Playing with rushes.
crazy.
Like look, as soon as the year Victor Oladipo leaves, like Victor get up out of OKC and look what he's doing.
That is Big Baby dying again.
Only reason why I say that, man, but you 3-1.
Yeah.
Y'all got the sauce.
And y'all up on
Whatever the sauce is, y'all got the sauce.
Yeah, and they up.
And then the reason why, and then when you think about it, right? The only thing they was missing, right, was a extra score. You gave them what they needed.
Yes.
You going over there made them now the toughest team in the league. When KD didn't go there, they were beatable.
Yes, they
They
were.
were beatable.
Yeah, I don't know how they lost that 3-1. I think I seen some of that. What you call it? Nah, it's,
But when you look at this, when you look at the scenario, why like you're KD? Do I always have to fight with you for the ball? I come down. I watched the game. I watched all of the games.
Yeah.
KD has been on my fantasy team forever, so I watched all of the games. He come down. You know what I mean? Russ, look him off. Russ is not a
listen,
great
I
passer.
think that was more about making the right play
Hey,
and
Russ
playing the
is-
right way.
Russ
They
is
needed
not
a
a-
good scrap.
Yes.
A good, like throwing them things,
Lock
like
the doors.
really beating each other up, like
Yeah.
boom, boom, like man, but we stupid
tripping.
for doing
Yeah,
that.
we tripping.
Yeah.
They
I ain't
need
gonna
to
lie.
really like boom, bap, and have a real respect for them.
Russ-
But it don't
Hey,
seem
man,
like Russ
not-
cares about
he's
nothing.
not
Yeah.
budging for
You had
nothing.
to, you might
care.
have to, you were gonna have to scrap with Russ.
I think when whoever goes to play with Russ, it's gonna hurt him. Like look what Victor did. He goes and play. He averaged 16 points. He's a way better player than that. The year he leaves, goes to a worse
Indiana.
team. He's an all-star, and
They're
they
in the
working.
playoffs,
No,
and he's an all-star.
No.
Is that because they're in the East though?
No, it's because you ain't got that
opportunity. He's the man.
I mean,
the main
these are
focus.
opportunities.
Yeah,
We was at
opportunity. The
UCLA.
main focus of an offense. That's all.
Go
He was
ahead.
at
your
UCLA,
games.
man. And this is when Victor had got traded to the Thunder, and Russ and Victor was all up there playing. And this is open gym, and somebody had scored on Victor. So he take the ball out. He like, Russ, let me get it back. He finna try to get his get back. Russ looked like,
Hell no.
hey, relax. You know where you at?
Nah, dog, you gotta punch him in this shit.
Yeah.
Dog.
Now you know where you at though?
Russell Westbrook, you gotta punch him in this
Yeah.
shit. You gotta like bow, like what's happening,
He
bro?
got to
you,
respect
bro.
you. He got to respect you.
He gotta respect you, dog.
otherwise he won't.
Hey,
Hold on. Speaking about, I understand what you're saying, and I agree with what you're saying. But it was a situation that I remember with you, Kareem, and Kobe.
Yeah, Houston.
And-
And they hit me in my chest. I was about to fight him.
Yeah.
What's up? I'm like, motherfucker, I don't give a fuck about this game.
Yeah, bro, I will beat your ass. I will beat your ass.
he not petty like me. I was
I
like, why
will
you do
beat
that to
your
Chris
ass.
Child?
Hold on, dog.
I'm going to Chris Child so fast.
But now to think about that one, and then the other one, I think it was Utah. When you were out there, somebody passed you the ball, and he clapped his hands. And, ball.
He would do that.
It's like,
man, get your ass out of here, dog.
dude,
Hey, Coach, show me. I'm about to go to the locker room.
like,
Hey,
come
Coach.
on, man. So
Hey, Coach.
it's
Yeah, I don't mind if he didn't hit 20, like 5 in a row. Yeah. Give it to him. Give it to him. Give it to him.
So
Give
now,
it to him.
so now I'm gonna
I
take.
did see a nigga score 49 straight times.
Oh, you was a part of that.
So
Yeah.
now I take you in Utah. I mean, in Orlando, when you were the guy in Orlando, and now you expecting your touches. You like, hey man, I'm trying to give him. I'm trying to do all this, and you got a guy like Russ who won't share the ball. He pass it to you when he can't do anything.
That's a scrap.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man.
Back
At the end of the day, it's a scrap.
It's our livelihood, bro.
You got to hit.
Yeah.
You
You
got
gotta change, bro. You gotta change, bro. You know what I mean? And Carmelo ain't saying nothing to him.
Yeah.
He is a meow too.
No. Don't do that. Don't do that.
No,
Hey,
no,
hey, don't
no.
do that to
If
my
Carmelo
boy.
ain't saying, if Carmelo ain't talking to Russ like, hey, bro, you gotta do
It's
something
really,
different.
I'm like,
You gotta
Carmelo
do something
15 in. It needs to be Paul
Exactly.
George.
Yeah,
PG needs to be
Melo-
like, hey, yo, PG. Yo, Russ,
yeah.
let me holler at you, bro.
Melo
No,
came
you
to his team. He came to somebody else's team. He can't.
I don't
he
care,
can't go
man.
down there
I
and
don't
act
care,
like that,
man. You want to win, right?
Yes.
Wes, you want to win, right?
Yeah.
Hey, Russ tough, though.
When does getting all the points, when does your penis start getting?
I'm with you, but this is who he is, and that's why I think KD left after 9 years because
He offered.
we talked about being at UCLA. We were at UCLA and we were getting ready to work out. We're getting ready to train
This is a fact.
with Tristan Thompson, and so we asked the people at UCLA to put the net down,
The dividers.
You know what I mean, the divider, so we could be out of the way. The divider started to come down, and Russ looked over. Hey,
No.
man,
What the fuck y'all doing?
put that up.
And
Y'all
then
know where y'all at.
He said, oh, y'all forgot where y'all at? Man, put Put that shit
Put
back
that
up.
back
Man,
up. And
listen,
it went
man,
back
he
up.
ain't saying
No,
that.
no,
He ain't saying that to me out there, man.
Hey,
On
that
my
net-
mama, man.
that net.
On my mama, man. He gonna have to call his daddy, all his goons.
Hey, the net.
I believe
He
you.
gonna have to do all that. Like you,
the
you-
net
you-
was about to hit the ground, and as soon as Russ made that look like, what? Man, put that.
It went right back up.
It seemed like they put the motor on that mug to go
Yeah.
back up.
And that's who he is. And KD, from watching from the outside, I don't know KD,
Ain't trying
but
to
he
hear all
don't.
that.
He
Ain't
don't
trying to
seem
do
like
all
the
that
type of
shit.
player that's going to do
Confrontation.
that.
He's not
He
confrontational.
ain't
don't
gonna
do that.
he ain't gonna have
He
no fight with
don't-
him like
he don't
that.
wanna do that.
So he rather just leave. If I'm in
Now-
a toxic relationship, I can go. People like, hey man, you should have stayed with him. Why do I have to stay with
KD
this?
he tucked it, man. He got some meow in him. Make the go. But he got
But
the
for
meow.
what? But is that what that mean? Because I don't want to be in this relationship with this guy.
Because if I was any type of aggressive, I'm the best. I'm the top 2 players in the world.
yeah, I'm the best
You
player in
gonna
the
respect
world,
Hey,
man.
yo, Russ, you gonna respect this, bro?
You gonna respect me, man.
Are you getting up? Hey, we gonna get you out of here.
You gonna respect, man. When it come to me and you, I don't give a fuck about anybody else on this team. But when it come to me and I go, come see me, man.
So
Or we gonna have to fight. Cause I am one of the best in the world, dog.
Straight up.
Not
I
just,
agree
I'm,
with
I'm
you.
one of the best in the
but
world.
how many times have you seen that in the
not-
NBA locker room?
It ain't been many players. You got top 5 players on the same team.
Man, yeah, man.
It ain't. I mean, I think Kobe and Shaq might have scrapped if it wasn't for
Hey,
Phil.
I ain't gonna lie, man. Kobe didn't want that with Shaq.
Shaq is I mean,
Hey, I almost got in a
Shaq-
fight with Shaq one time.
What happened?
Ain't nothing happened. Shaq be all gas, man.
Shaq swung it.
Motherfucker, pass me the ball. I'm like, what the hell? What you talking to me like that, man? I know your mama, Shaq.
Chill out.
Great
man.
album.
I'm with the LSU, man. We gotta relax.
Why you mad? Because you want to shine on Andrew behind him. Like, come on, man.
He was hot. He did not like Andrew.
You know, I got the old Shaq.
Yes,
Shaq.
you did. Yes, you
I
did.
got the man. That was a crazy guy. How did you deal with that guy, Kareem?
Hey, oh man.
No, he was a
Shaq might be the
clown,
funniest. No, he
dog.
is
Straight-
Shaq
Oh.
is hilarious.
straight
Man.
clown.
Dog.
I want to say
We
this.
used to have ringtone battles in the back, busting shit with.
You can say people can say whatever they want to say about Shaq, but Shaq saved us many a nights in Los Angeles. When I ain't gonna bring up the people, I ain't gonna say the name.
What's his name? Yeah.
No, I ain't gonna say his name.
Getting motherfuckers in bathrooms. and shit.
Exactly. We had a guy that was robbing everybody, and he done robbed plenty of people. And we had a couple issues with him. They made the call to Shaq. We had no more problems.
Yeah,
Boxing.
man.
Boxing.
Remember those nights.
Box came and shut that down.
Yeah,
Yeah, y'all
all
gotta-
the way over.
Y'all
with.
gotta check in.
Hey, y'all think
Basically-
Y'all know that, man. Y'all gotta check
Basically,
in, man.
Shaq
Before
got
y'all
tapped
come out
too.
here, LA, man. Y'all can't just.
Y'all
Gotta pay your
fresh out
dues.
here though.
fresh out here, didn't
we was
know
fresh
nothing.
from
He was,
Mizzou, yeah.
oh, it was a problem.
Oh yeah, you gotta watch out,
They
bro.
getting in the bathroom at Las Palmas.
Los
Yeah, like,
Palmas was lit.
they going in and shutting doors. All right, this what's gonna happen. You gonna walk in there with your shit, or you gonna walk out with? Yeah, it was like that. But Shaq took care of it. Shaq was the big brother.
Yes.
And Kobe was the. I came in as a 2 guard, so I was under his wing. So I wanted to learn from him. So it was tough for me because we definitely had a big man guard alliance.
Yeah.
Have you ever took a shot at Kobe about Chris Childs?
Nah. Me and Kobe's cool, so I ain't never fucked
Yeah.
him like that.
Yeah, I like Kobe.
Yeah, I fuck
Yeah,
with
all
Kobe.
right.
Kobe's cool. I
As soon
like
as Kobe would
man.
touch me in my chest, and you should do that to Chris.
I'm like, hey, you
I'm about to call Chris.
I'm like, Phil, man, this motherfucker about to fight, man. In Houston, I remember that shit.
Hey, that was crazy. But we're going to take a quick break. Dash Talk, we'll be right back. Dash Talk, Unusual Suspects. We back. Last topic of the night that I wanted to discuss, the Le'Veon Bell situation. So for a few days ago, he said, hey man, I'm not playing under the franchise tag. His franchise tag is $14 million a year. The next highest paid running back makes $8 million. That's Devontae Freeman. He's the highest. He will be the highest paid running back in the league. He said he'd rather sit out than play under the franchise tag. I want to know your thoughts on that. What do you think about that, Ring?
I mean, I think that's all from NFL not having non-guaranteed contracts. So he's trying to get paid. He deserved it. He played great off his rookie deal. So I think he's going to get paid, and especially with the shelf life for NFL running backs. He might only have 2 or 3 years left at his peak level to get paid. So
But he's getting $14 million.
Yeah, why
That's
not give
almost twice
40?
as much.
Yeah.
That's almost twice the amount as the other person,
For
the
1
next
year.
highest running back.
But that's only
1 year.
for that year. You gotta think about this. There's always people going and hitting you from the waist down, and knees up. It just takes one play, and that's all you got is 14 mil.
Okay,
What about the rest?
But
Well,
their
he been
contracts
making
are
money.
not guaranteed.
That's what
But
I'm
they're getting huge guarantees. Like who just signed? Mike Evans just signed 82, got 55 million guaranteed. So he looking for something like that. He want more stability.
security.
You want that,
Yeah, he wants some
that's all you
security.
want.
Okay, but now you got DeMarco Murray, who just signed a big deal a few years ago. He just got released.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
The
So
Steelers
That's
is
even
trying to
more
play it
reason
safe.
Man,
Yeah,
pay
yeah,
Le'Veon
yeah.
Bell, man. Pay Le'Veon Bell, man.
So
Pay that man,
and
man. That
the
man
last
a
year of
beast,
the contract,
man.
you getting 20 million. They gonna cut your ass. Like,
Yeah, exactly. If
so when you
Le'Veon
making
trying
the
to
most
prove
money.
a point, if he trying to prove a point, and this is for future people coming up after him, he could sit out. But go get that cash, bro. Don't miss no money,
Get
man.
that cash, young
How
man.
old is Le'Veon Bell?
Le'Veon is what, 27?
Yeah, shut light.
27. I think
30, they
27,
gonna
When you
28.
hit 30, 31.
He's
Dang,
3
fuck with
years
you.
away from that.
29.
He's 29.
No, I'm saying when you hit 29,
Oh,
it's downhill
fuck
with
with
the
you.
I
running
mean, they
backs.
start looking at another running back.
So get that money.
So he might as well, while he's at the peak, let me get this contract.
Okay.
I want this
Yeah.
guaranteed
He might
money.
get a 4 year with 40 million guaranteed.
But
He's
him
supposed to have him
sit-
14
let me
for
ask you
1
this.
year.
But him sitting out, is that now? Is he going to
Exactly.
guarantee? Because this could be, I'm gonna get the franchise tag. I'm gonna be the highest paid running back, but I'm gonna play myself into that $80 million contract. With
He did
50
last
guaranteed.
year.
They
Give
keep
that man
giving
the
him
money, man.
guaranteed tag,
Give him
though.
the
That's
money.
thing.
Straight like that.
Okay,
Yeah.
but if
Give
you
me
sit
my
out,
contract.
but if you
He
sit
ain't
out,
gonna, he
you
ain't
don't
gonna
get
sit out. I think
nothing.
he's gonna sit out training camp and then get ready for game. I mean for game one. I mean missing training camp and OTAs. That's
they
cool.
don't care.
But
He gonna try to put that-
but
he gonna
he
try to
gonna
put that
play during the
pressure.
year. He gonna play during the year.
he
But
gonna
he
put that
is
pressure
signed.
on him.
He ain't gonna miss no money. But
I'm off the Steelers trying to play it too safe, man.
they are. They need to sign. I mean, they
Hey,
just
man.
gave A. Brown all that money. Take care of the other young boy.
you play it safe,
take
you gonna
care
be
of that
sorry.
man, bro. Take
So-
care of that man, bro. That man, you ever seen that man play, man?
Oh, he's an
He
amazing running back.
worth a whole lot of money.
They, I mean,
Get that man the money.
the Steelers bullshit. They trying to
You're
wait till he
stealing
hit that
the
30-year-old
Steelers.
Yeah, the
and
Steelers
decline
is
so they can cut his
stealing.
ass and not get pay him his
Tell
money.
me, what's the reason why you won't take care of one of your best players?
I mean, well, the things that have happened, he had the weed problem.
That's
or
okay.
does that got
That's
to do with
okay.
owning
That's
That's
all
gonna-
right.
It's
That's
legal.
all right.
What does
That
that got to do
man
with
stuck.
Yeah, nah,
It's
that's
legal in
cool.
states.
They need to legalize it. Period.
It's coming
Okay.
anyway, so
but in
let
the
him go it
NFL,
down.
but
I got
in the
CBD for
NFL,
y'all.
as of right now, you say that again. Let me hear that one
I
more
got
time.
some CBD for y'all.
Lucky
So he
It's
don't. He
legal
no longer
nationwide.
needs weed. He got that. But I mean, that's that as the organization. Now you look at okay. So how old did we come up? He was at 20. I think he's like 27, 28. So now you give him 4 years. Now you're looking at a 30, 31, 32-year-old running back. Now what?
You can always
now
cut
you
him
stuck.
you can always cut him towards the tail end.
Yeah, but like you
should pay him based off his previous. Price production. I mean, that man's been balled out for these guys for 4 or 5 years now
Yeah, pay
on a rookie scale salary. So pay that man what he deserves.
But the last 2 years, if I'm not mistaken, he's gotten the he's gotten the franchise tag. So he's been getting
Yeah, he needs to
for 2 years.
Yeah, for
prove
2
a
years.
point, man. Stand up, prove a point. Sit out.
He will.
Sit out.
But if you sit out, you get nothing.
He
Now
ain't
you
gonna-
talking
he ain't
about
gonna miss
your
no game.
family.
He ain't
but
miss
he
no
gonna
game.
be healthy.
Sit out.
Okay, so now,
So-
let's just say he sits out.
He's 26.
He's
Oh, no,
26.
he got,
Okay,
they-
26.
Nah, hold on.
Now I'm with 26.
Now
you gotta pay
he
him.
26.
Give him his
Give
money.
him that bag.
Yeah. Get that man his money.
Back the truck
Hey,
up.
nah, I thought he was 20.
Steelers
Nah,
are
real talk.
stealing.
He's 26.
Give him his money.
You gotta pay him, Levy. Hey, whatever you gotta do, get the bag. If not, put it
5-year deal. He's straight.
But
Go to the Giants.
go to the Giants. But if he sits out, so then the next year, so if he sits out, any team can sign him. But he hasn't played for a whole year.
That man ain't sitting down,
He
They
ain't
man.
already,
He ain't
you know
sitting
why
out.
they know
Sitting
his
out.
production.
They
though.
gonna
They
pay
know
him
what
his
he
money.
gonna do.
They gonna pay him his money.
They don't pay him. He gonna do the franchise tag and be gone. Is restricted after that? They can't franchise him after
You
that.
know,
I don't think
He can't.
you can do it anymore after this year.
So
So he has to play this year out, and then just,
He don't have to. He's 26. He sit out. You
can't
He
sit
sit
out.
He ain't gonna sit out.
Can't- don't sit out. Don't sit out
He
if
gonna
you
play
don't have to.
hardball and say he's
I'm
going
telling
to
Hey,
and threaten it to
and
make them move.
and if
but
they
he ain't
don't
like,
move- and
come
if they
game
don't
one,
move-
he ain't.
If they don't move,
He signed that franchise.
You gotta
tag.
sign
You
it.
gotta
You
sign.
gotta sign it.
You gotta
Pay
sign
the man,
Hey,
bro. I
pay
ain't
the
watching
man.
that man.
And
Black
then-
brothers in there
you know what I'm saying?
working hard
Hey.
for the dollar. And they don't want to pay this
Hey
man.
man, don't play for nothing under your
This
worth,
man
brother.
tore his
You producing.
ACL.
That'd be the end of his
So-
Steelers career. I'm like, yo, fuck y'all. You
I'm
ain't
outta
trying-
here.
after
They
that.
play-
I can see if he
Anyway.
tore his ACL, he came back and he was bummed.
Nah,
He came back killing. win.
A little better.
But what is the difference now? I want to stay on the same topic, but just move just a little bit, because it seems to me, and I don't, I could be wrong. NBA players, right? When you pay them, they continue to produce. A lot of times when you play football players, the production goes down.
It's a rough game, man.
It's a different
You get
game.
that money, like, man, all right.
So should I?
ain't got to
So
take this.
should
I ain't trying to take this.
You know what? I think
this body hurt.
some people get paid in the league and get hush,
But
Yeah.
a lot of them,
because it's guaranteed. I think if you really think about it logically, that guaranteed when you get that bag, I'm feet up.
Yeah.
Comfortable.
Unless you, yeah.
I think
Hey,
they
look,
just
man,
get
a wise
comfortable.
man told me you can tell a player when you give him a bag. You can tell what type of player he is.
okay. So now I'm the now I'm the Steelers, and I give him $70 million, and I'm not gonna say he's gonna quit, but he just lay down on me.
Well,
DeMarco Murray
you
just
get
had
paid-
less
that.
than 1,000 yards.
Yeah, you
You
get
don't
paid
know
for
that.
what you do, what you did.
Yeah.
Like you're paying me for what I've done.
No, I'm paying you for what I expect you to do moving forward, not for what you did. This
based
ain't
on your
baseball.
past- based on his bag's production.
Like
Yeah,
okay,
he
you
the
did
best running
this,
back in the league.
so I'm assuming that you're going to continue to, and you're only 26. I got to pay you for what you've done because he's been a monster.
He has been.
But here's the thing.
He's the
with,
best running
go
back.
ahead.
with Pittsburgh, because of everything he's done for them, they have to pay him. He done gave them all their heart and soul. And he got hurt and he came back and gave him some more. What more do you want from this guy?
They bullshitting there and pay that man.
I'm off the Steelers, man.
I just look at it as I'm with you. You want to see everybody get their money, but now you also got to look at it from the organizational standpoint. Do I pay this man this money?
At 26, yes, you do.
Yeah. What does he
26
have to
this is
do
the
to
thing.
get the money? What else does he have to do?
I don't know why haven't they given it to him up to
Because
this
they
point?
being
his
tight.
question.
That's why I need to bounce, man. They being too cheap,
Because
man.
they ain't
Steelers
got
stop
to.
acting
They can,
like that, man. Y'all got
they
the
can
most
use
chance,
the franchise tag and keep stringing them along.
And
That's the
why
bullshit with
I'm
football.
standing up for the culture. I'm out of here. Y'all ain't gonna
standing
keep
up
being
for the
tight
culture.
with me, man.
You gonna sit the year
I'm
out.
26. I'm sitting. I'm straight. I'm good. I'm
Come
gonna
on,
get
man.
picked up again. I'm out of here, man.
You're trying to get generational wealth for your family. You
Yeah.
can't sit
1
the
year
whole
ain't
How
good.
you
Because guess
gonna
what?
get that if
Once
you
I
get
bounce on
hurt?
you know what? So you can't sit out
Yeah.
and be cool. Because I'm getting
right now,
Look,
let me ask you this.
Go ahead.
Does he have the money right now to sit out and be okay?
Man, he ain't sitting out.
but no, but like, even if
he ain't
whether he
passing
do or
out
don't,
14 billion
that's a
regardless.
good question
he ain't
because
sitting out.
he got the money.
I don't give
He
a
can sit out
fuck
a
if he
year.
got, if he got
He gonna go do
50 million in the bank. He ain't sitting out and missing 14 million, regardless of what y'all saying.
Hey.
Like, just prove a point. He proved a point
Do
by
it for
stupid
the-
OTAs and all that other shit.
do it for the culture.
He'll play 1 year on the franchise tag if that's what he get, and then be like, all right, man, fuck y'all. Afterwards, I'm gone.
And then
let
go.
me go ahead and ball this year and show y'all you should have paid me, and I'm gonna go to another team that want to pay me what
You
I'm
can do
worth.
that too.
So that's the solution.
I'm broke, so I'm gonna take the 14 million. He not
Got to
broke.
take the 14 million. Got to take the 14 million.
I don't know. I guess
So-
we're gonna find out.
So I mean,
We
I'm
gonna
looking
find
at
out.
The Steelers can't keep doing that, man.
This is the last time they can do it.
this.
Yeah,
This is
that's
the
what I'm
last
saying.
time
They
can do
getting
it.
away with murder, man. They need to pay Le'Veon for real. Or
Hey.
sit out.
They definitely need to pay him. They definitely need to pay him.
The Steelers stealing.
Okay. So before we get out of here, you know what I mean, we had a great show, had a great time in here. I just want to give everybody an opportunity to talk about a few things that they got going on right now. Reem, I want to kick it off with you.
Shit. Shout out everybody look out for them water warriors coming soon. My inflatable pool floaties come to them either online or somewhere soon. Y'all be on the lookout for that.
Don't forget you big three.
Big 3. Big baby combine, what? April?
Y'all need a coach.
Yeah. Something like
Yeah,
that.
I just got an email. April 11th.
April 11th,
April
it's,
11th. Got the combine draft. April 12th.
Coaches and captains. I'm excited.
I'm the young bull in
Young
this group,
Gates,
man,
talk
because they're
to us.
kind of old. So, I'm just trying to figure it out, get into the grassroots basketball thing, hopefully dibble and dabble a little more professionally and just figuring it out.
We got a great summer coming up, so be ready.
Fact.
V, talk to us.
Man, shoot, let's see. I got the Negro League baseball apparel coming out. Just got the license, so that's
That's
official.
what I'm talking about.
So that's going to be hopefully dropping in June for the BET Awards. I got the CBD
Talk to us about
sport version. Funny thing is we hooked up with Mark Cuban's business partner and a doctor. So we coming out with a CBD sport line this summer. We got some athletes coming on board, so that should be interesting. So stay tuned. Everything you can find will be on our website at luckysoulusa.com.
it.
plugs.
Yeah.
Big Baby.
Yeah, man. It's your boy Big Baby, man. I've been doing a lot of things, man. You got Big Baby Entertainment where I got my artists. They got a lot coming out, Tyrico, I am Diddy, Larry, Rudy. I've been working with them on the music side, and I'm really proud of what they're doing. We just signed our first little digital deal with Priority, so that'll be good for us. And Big 3 coming up. This is my first time playing since I broke my foot, my
How
ankle.
you feeling? How you feeling right now?
I'm feeling good. I'm ready, man. I'm ready to show the world I can still play. You know what I mean? Like,
Definitely.
It was just an injury that kept me out. Like, it wasn't like nobody wanted me to play.
Definitely.
And so I just got to show the world that. I'm excited about that. And also, I got a movie in the works. Executive producing a little bit. Got some stuff with that. A Pistol Pete movie.
Pistol Pete.
Yeah.
One of the greatest ever.
Yeah. Pistol Pete, man, his story. And it's a faith-based movie.
Definitely.
And Pistol Pete was a real, as far as spiritual man,
Definitely.
his family and where he came from and stuff like that. So he's gonna show the world who Pistol Pete was.
That's beautiful. And so, Al-Ameen, we're getting ready to get out of here. This summer is going to be a huge summer. I got a lot of guys coming. I'm super, super, super excited. I think it's going to be a great summer with a lot of different players. I can't necessarily talk about each player right now because I got to wait till everybody's tournament and everybody's signed and all that stuff. We're going to have a great summer doing some stuff, moving in the direction, doing some stuff with kids, and getting ready to start up something for younger kids that's really going to be special. I want to use some information from the guys in here. Kareem played in the NBA, Big Baby played in the NBA, Young Age played in college. So I just want to take it to a whole nother level, just sharing the information to younger guys. It's a lot of people out here talking about, development and this and that. And I wanna steal a Jay-Z line at the end of it. He said, people saying they made Hov say, okay, so make another Hov. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna see if we can make another Hov. All right. Unusual Suspects, Dash Talk, we out.
We out. One.
Yeah. This Dash Radio. We got the boys in the house.
Look at
You might
it's
have
the
a screen
basics.
roll over here. It's like, you know how many screens you have in a game?
Yeah, I'm talking about ball screening. Like,
You know how many ball screens you have in a game?
oh, for sure.
Like a shitload. Like, you know what I mean? So it's like whoever defends the screen and roll, you know what I mean? Whoever plays, the screen and roll the best.
They better blitz that screen.
You know what I mean?
We're just in it's the point. It's the
if
point
Golden
guard
State
dominant league now. So that's
Yeah, for
all
sure.
everybody running. Because your best players.
You're five. You're five. That's all he's doing.
That's why I think Golden State got the edge on being successful because they don't have to run it. If you want to take the screen and roll away, cool. We're gonna get off of it. Draymond, you bring it up. We're gonna run Steph off 3 down screens. Then we're gonna have a misdirection with Clay, and the next thing you know,
That just being able to shoot.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
And Houston can do that too. So
Yeah, they can. For
yeah.
sure.
So it should be interesting.
I just don't know the nuts right.
Man, I seen James in the strip club after they won their first playoff series at Onyx, and that's my right hand.
Yeah.
I'm in here.
Yeah.
I got my hookah. $5 Hennessy. Bring me 10 real quick. I'm gonna spend a 50. Playoff. They looking at the game. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, that's the only thing that scared me.
Heart
Because
check,
it
man.
looked like right now looking at regular season, but I understand what you're saying. Right now looking at regular season, it's like, man, I'm like way scared. Like, the Warriors got a problem.
I don't even.
And I think their mentality changes. They think they can actually beat them for the first
I
time.
think now psychologically, if Houston continue to just get that type of confidence, they're gonna go in like, oh yeah, we got.
That's all it is. It's
No,
confidence.
it's no pressure. We can beat them. Then I think that kind of plays a factor.
But they already had that right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They got it. They got it.
They got it. Yeah, they got it. I mean, they like 30, 34 and 32 or 33 and 2.
Houston is crazy. Houston, when you look at Houston, they're
Ryan
made
Anderson
to beat them.
comes off the bench.
Look, Ryan Anderson comes off the bench.
I
Right?
mean, they move him in and out
Whenever they want.
Look at this. You got Ryan Anderson that comes off the bench. PJ Tucker, because Ryan Anderson cannot fucking guard a
He
soul.
can't guard.
No, he ain't.
That's
Yeah.
why PJ Tucker, and then he can shoot
Yeah.
too. So he got
Streaky
two.
burner. Streaky burner.
But this is look at it. Well, Ryan Anderson might not even play. Nene might not even play. Like,
Yeah.
you got Capella,
Yeah, real
PJ Tucker, Ryan Anderson. They're your 4 bigs.
Yeah.
Don't ice
God
Joe.
damn.
Yeah.
Okay, one of them might not play because some coaches they go to a three big rotation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're gonna have those two bigs you start,
And if you want
one big that's gonna switch both of them in.
And if you want to go small, you putting Joe at the 4.
They solid. They
Well,
Morey.
you put PJ at the 5, Joe at the 4. You can put Ryan at the 5.
Yeah, it's
You can't. You might not even play. You might just put Ryan in just to see.
because Ryan, I ain't gonna lie, when Ryan on that floor, you have to pay. You gotta be honest. I see a PJ Tucker, you can allow on his inconsistency. Like, you can rely on his consistency.
I feel like D'Antoni gonna have to switch his offense up and put some post ups for Chris Paul.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because
try to
now
attack
he got
him.
Steph 1-on-1.
Yeah.
And you got him all night. You got to bring him down here all night.
Mm-hmm.
Do whatever you
I don't
do.
think D'Antoni gonna switch his offense up.
That's what
He's stuck in his mind on that.
He got the best regular season offense we
Yeah.
probably ever seen.
He's going back to
He
his
runs
Phoenix
at
days.
21.
Like when James going to the Hall of Fame, Mike D'Antoni should be introducing him.
Yeah.
Like seriously, like Mike D'Antoni should be like, hey, James, look, because he just made him a totally different, made him more respectable.
Yeah, I agree with that.
James is a monster for sure.
Score that thing.
Wanna hoop against me? Don't quit your day job. K Rush is the name. Getting buckets is my game.
You wrote that. Just be honest.
Plain Jane.
You know that already. That's already. I already know that's already. That was already. He been watching, waiting for these
He
moments.
nice, he be killing them. Got that nigga famous low sing. What did he do to him? Greek freak taking off is causing mad hysteria. Prime time on ABC. Yeah, them ratings going up. Kyrie be killing niggas. Uncle Drew so nice. Indiana's Oladipo got his game so right. Boogie Boogie in the brow will give you 60 a night. Time to watch them boys in Houston see them threes take flight. Check Curry on the different level.
commercial.
That boy be
he already he underneath. He doing something.
He trying to get
He
signed.
putting up. He
that boy
he
be
trying to go there.
bugging.
He trying to get that license somewhere. He already
Oh,
see
yeah,
what he
we on that
trying to
video
do.
game shit right there.
He think he slick.
Yo.